What's up, guys? Trail here, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Monday, December the 14th. Hello everyone and happy Monday. Today we want to discuss these $2,000 stimulus checks that President Trump wants to send to Americans, supposedly. This news is a little weird as he has been pretty quiet over the last few weeks in regards to the stimulus news. We also have Senator Bernie Sanders stepping up in a big way for the American people. He said that they are not leaving Washington until a stimulus deal is done. Also, we have Katie Porter blaming Mitch McConnell for being the biggest roadblock in getting a stimulus deal passed in Congress. And to top it all off, we have some amazing news in one state for having $5 million in medical debt wiped away for Christmas. And also I have a few special offers I want to extend to you, so be sure to watch this video until the end. Now, those are just some of the topics that we are going to cover today, but before we get started, be sure to like this video. If you like this type of content, it definitely helps out a lot as it takes a lot of time to research all of this information and to provide a scaled down version to share with you guys. Also, if you want to be a part of this community, we would love to have you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Hello everyone, this should be a pretty interesting week to say the least. As lawmakers continue to rush towards getting a stimulus deal done, Americans and the economy face challenging times in the United States. More states and cities begin another shutdown. Families face evictions, more people are losing their jobs left and right, and virus cases and deaths are at an all-time high. Although, we do have some good news that should help this week. On Friday, Pfizer vaccine was approved to be used in the U.S., which they started shipping vaccine vials to every state, and patients could start receiving them as early as today. I believe the availability of the vaccine will definitely slow down the deaths in this country, and the more people who are getting vaccinated will cause the virus cases to go down as well. But that won't be enough to help and save the economy during these economic times. A large stimulus package is what's actually needed at this time to save the economy and to save millions of Americans across the 50 states. On Saturday, President Trump was at the 121st Navy and Army football game, where he was met with cheers and chants of USA, USA, USA. Following the game, Trump was having an interview with Fox News with Fox and Friends, where he called on Congress to send another round of stimulus checks to Americans for more money than is currently being discussed. This was very odd as we were told that Trump supported the White House proposal last week that only offered $600 in stimulus checks. As Congress remains deadlocked, Trump is adding more pressure to increase the amount of money given to those affected by the pandemic. In addition, Trump said that he was pushing very hard to get a deal done and that the Democrats are not coming to the table for the negotiations. He said he wants to see checks for more money than what they're talking about going to the American people. Now, in typical fashion, he didn't say how much he wanted to be sent to Americans because, you know, that's how politicians work, right? And considering his absentee in all the latest negotiation discussions, I'm not sure how much weight President Trump has at this time. Also, the Electoral College will be finalizing the election results sometime today, which should end the fight against the rigged election. Last week, the Washington Post reported that Trump has been privately indicating that he was willing to send $2,000 in stimulus checks, according to one person in direct communication with the president. Unfortunately, this person did not elaborate on the possibility or the significance of this information. So far, there have been no additional information provided in regards to these $2,000 stimulus checks. Personally, considering President Trump has been so absent over the past few weeks and his focus has been on the fight against the rigged election, I don't believe he really wants to send Americans $2,000 stimulus checks. Personally, I don't really think he even cares at this point. I think his main focus is all about his plans for the future. But what do you guys think? Do you really think he wants a larger stimulus checks than the $600 checks that is in the White House proposal? Do you think that he wants $1,200 stimulus checks? Or do you feel like I do, in which he could really care less at this point? I know when I received my notification at my last job that I was being laid off in the next 4 weeks, I really didn't care about anything related to my current position at that company. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I would love to get your feedback on what you think about this. Also, this week, Congress hopes to have a stimulus deal done and save several programs that are assisting Americans through these economic times. Those are expected to expire at the end of this month. Now, Bernie Sanders vowed over the weekend that Congress will not leave Washington until a stimulus deal is passed and sent to the president for his signature. Sanders has been a significant advocate of making sure that $1,200 stimulus checks are included in the next stimulus package. A bipartisan group introduced a $908 billion stimulus proposal last week, which has gained a lot of support from both sides of the aisle. It included everything needed for the American people except stimulus checks. While the White House introduced their proposal that did include $600 stimulus checks, but removed the unemployment extension benefit for those who are unemployed. As more than half of lawmakers support a second round of stimulus checks, Mitch McConnell has been against it for quite some time. He is also against any package deal that is worth more than $1 trillion. And the representative, Katie Porter, slammed McConnell over the weekend as the main reason the stimulus package continues to fail. She said when she came to Congress, her responsibility was to pull back the curtains for the American people and to expose the corruption in real time. She said that ever since the bipartisan relief bill was introduced last week, Senator Mitch McConnell attempted to tank the bill. She said everyone at the negotiating table, including Republicans and Democrats, agreed to compromise on this bipartisan bill, except Mitch McConnell. He continues to refuse to bring it to the floor unless it wipes away all virus-related lawsuits. She is stating that Mitch McConnell says that President Trump is 100% within his rights to pursue lawsuits alleging election fraud, but he wants to strip those rights from regular folks like you and I with the liability protection shield that he wants to provide for the big tycoon corporations. She also exposed some of the biggest campaign donations to Senator McConnell in the 2020 election cycle. It looks like big businesses such as UPS, the GEO Group, and American Airlines donated about $200,000 to his campaign this year. So she begs the question whether McConnell is trying to protect his financial interests in terms of campaign donations, so he wants to strip the rights of Americans to sue these companies over any virus-related issues such as sickness or even deaths. Man, shake my head, man. All I can say is, I told y'all to vote, didn't I? I told you to vote. If you guys watching this video and you are really needing help right now and could use those stimulus checks to pay bills or to pay rent or to put food on your table, blame Mitch McConnell. And if you actually live in Kentucky and you voted for him, I'm sorry. I wonder if you are having a change of heart right now about your vote. This guy does not fight for the American people. He is fighting for his pocketbooks. And don't get it twisted. He is not the only person in Congress doing this. Most of them do this. But right now, in a time where American people are struggling right now in this country, he is fighting for his pocketbooks? That's just not right. When these actions were no one's fault at all, he is still focused on his own success and his family's success. If y'all live in Georgia, y'all better make sure you get out and vote during the runoff elections. It could mean a lot for you. It's just sad, guys. It's really sad. In other news, the Electoral College is expected to announce today that Joe Biden has won the presidential election. As multiple lawsuits from the Trump administration were unable to gain any traction within the Supreme Court, it appears the fight against the rigged election will be officially decided sometime today. However, President Trump has vowed to continue the fight against the election fraud that was stolen from him in this 2020 presidential election. But we'll just have to wait and see on how all of that plays out, you know? And then I want to end this video on some amazing news. We have a church in Iowa that decided to offer assistance for people who are struggling, considering lawmakers in Congress have been taking their sweet time on providing any type of support whatsoever. The Lutheran Church in Des Moines purchased $5 million in medical debt for Americans. Reverend Mina Bothwell told the news on Thursday that the idea of making this gesture came from members of her congregation. Bothwell said she asked RIP Medical Debt how much money it would take to forgive all medical debt in Polk County. They responded with, "What you have, you could forgive debt in all of Iowa." So, in a video posted on Facebook in November, Bothwell said that Capitol Hill Lutheran Church purchased all of Iowa's medical debt that RIP had access to, which was a total of $5 million. And we are going to forgive every cent of it. I mean, this is just amazing news to hear right now. When the lawmakers of this country are supposed to support the American people, they fail to. But a church stepped up to the plate and provided major relief for people in Iowa. I know it's a small gesture, but it is really a big gesture. I mean, if you go to this church in Iowa, you have to be proud for this bold move that your church has done. And if you live near this church, go by and support them on one Sunday morning. It would definitely mean a lot to them. And if you don't live in Iowa, perhaps you can actually send them a letter and thank them for their huge generosity that they have provided for the American people in Iowa. And I would like to end this video on that great, exciting news to hear for those in Iowa. Other than that, this has been your second stimulus check update news for today. Also, guys, don't forget about the free Amazon Prime memberships for 30 days that you can enjoy those free movies over the holidays with you and your family. And you can also get free shipping on any items so that you can avoid going to the store and get them delivered right to your doorstep. And if you receive any type of governmental assistance programs and you want the Amazon Prime membership, you can get the discounted rate of $5.99 per month instead of paying the normal $12.99 per month. Both of those will be in the description with the link so that you can check both of those out. Also, if you want an opportunity to get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,600, all you have to do is download the Webull Investing app using the link down below. Then deposit $100 into your account. Then you will receive 2 free stocks valued between $8 and $1,600. Then once you receive those 2 free stocks, you can withdraw your $100 back into your account. This is totally risk-free, and you could be the lucky winner of getting a Tesla stock or even an Apple stock or even something worth $1,600. Okay guys, that's all I have for you today. If you found any value in this video, be sure to press the like button for me as it really helps out the channel. Also, if you want to become a part of this community, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Other than that, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.